Hey there, everybody, it's your old pal Michael, and I'm here to talk to you today about my first ever Craigslist pickup. Usually, when I look on Craigslist, I'm looking for deals that you just don't find. Sometimes you go to gaming stores, you go to conventions, expos, flea markets, and you just don't see. You just see basically what it would be like if you saw the price of something like on like a gaming guide, in those game stores or at these places. So when I go on Craigslist or I go to not flea markets, yard sales, garage sales, I'm always trying to like find a deal on something where it's priced a little bit lower than what you would find like in a retail place. Unfortunately, I haven't been very successful with Craigslist until I found this deal today. And so you're going to see what I mean when I talk about this in just a second. Alright, so here's my pickup from Craigslist. I bought a Platinum Gamecube, and it came with Star Wars Rebel Strike Rogue Squadron 3, a memory card, the Gameboy Player with the startup disc, which is important, and it came with the standard cables. You got your plug, your AV cables, and your black Nintendo GameCube controller. Now, I got the box here as well. The box did not come with it. I actually have had the box. I actually used to have a Platinum GameCube, but I sold it off a few years ago. Here's the games on the back of it. Tells you the accessories on the side as well. There. But I had a Platinum GameCube, but I sold it off just because of the fact I had gotten myself a Wii, and since you could play Platinum, or not Platinum, but you can play GameCube games on the Wii, I was like, well, I don't need this thing anymore. So I sold it, and then I became a collector of like games, and so I regretted it that I'd sold it. So I've been looking for a Platinum GameCube for quite a while, and I've seen them by themselves, but I didn't want to pick it up. But when I saw this deal that it came with the Gameboy Player, a game I'm looking for, a Nintendo GameCube controller too, like not one of those third-party controllers, I was really intrigued with this deal. So this whole lot here cost me $80. And you're probably wondering, why did I not sell the box off with the system? Well, I just never thought about it at the time. But the GameCube, nice and durable, you can carry this thing. The only thing that was missing on it was this port, was this cover here for this port. But obviously that's where the Game Boy Player plugs in. So it's understandable why that's missing. But that's okay, because the Game Boy Player is going to be plugged into anyways. You got your four controller slot for the GameCube. It's in excellent shape. No marks on it really whatsoever, though there's one little mark right there I can see, but that's no big deal. So yeah, this GameCube was kept in really good shape, and the guy I bought it from too was a gamer. He was wearing a Nintendo shirt when I bought it from him, so that was great. So yeah, $80 for this all, and that GameCube alone by itself goes for about $50. So that's great there. And then the Game Boy Player, also in excellent shape. So you just put this right on the bottom of your GameCube. There's an eject button for your gotta flip it over here. There's an eject button on the side here for your games. So when you're done playing in the Game Boy games, just slide right in there. The Game Boy Player with the startup disc, which is important because if you don't have the startup disc, you cannot play Game Boy games with the Game Boy Player. So you got to make sure you have this. People sell these discs for like $30 by themselves. You can find the Game Boy Player easily. It's hard to find this thing along with it. So that together alone costs $40. So I mean, you're already talking, that's $90 worth right there. The memory card I got as well is just a standard it's like a third-party Mad Catz memory card. It's just the one that's like the smallest size. So it's like 59 blocks. It says it right down there in the corner. So that'll help me save some games as well. I got this, got the plug that goes with it. Standard plug. It's got the big blockiness to it. You got the AV cables as well. Nope, no component cables with it. We know the component cables are hard to find, but the AV cables are good. GameCube controller's in good shape, except for there's a little bit torn off right here on the controller stick, but it functions well. Not that big of a deal at all. It's in good shape otherwise. And a black GameCube controller too runs about $25. And then Star Wars Rebel Strike Rogue Squadron 3. If you remember, I talked about getting the preview disc actually at the Midwest Gaming Classic, I was actually looking for the full game. And I thought it was just like there was a preview disc with the full game, and I should have read that better. But yep, this is Rogue Squadron 3. So I don't have the second one. I have the one for the 64, and I have the third one. So I'm still looking for the second one. And here's the disc. On the inside, it did not come with the instruction booklet, however. So if it was complete, it would run about $20. So without it, it's probably about $15 or so. So altogether, it's around about $120, $125 total here. So I got a really good deal on it. So, you know, I'll be definitely looking at Craigslist for more deals. I'm just glad to have a Platinum Gamecube again. And I'll be putting the Game Boy Player disc in like a GameCube case instead of just having it in that. Which me and the guy that sold it, to me, we were talking like, why didn't they just put it in a GameCube case? That would have been a lot better. So thanks for tuning in and watching. And good luck to everybody out there hunting for video games. Hopefully you find some deals as well. I almost forgot. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe up here for more content. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links are in the description below. Michael out now, over and out. Once again, happy hunting.